Good morning everybody, how are you all doing? Louis Vlogs and Games here and welcome back to another new video on the channel. It's 131 of the vlog series and we are doing something new today as we're going to be taking another trip down to Bare Grylls Adventure. Although last year we have done the cage snorkeling with the sharks, Alan and Lowen's done that, but this time we got some new activities that we have booked. We're going to be doing a bit of archery, we're going to do a bit of rock climbing, and we're also going to be doing the high ropes just outside of the building. So it's going to be a pretty exciting day out today. So let's start the vlog off as we meet you all there at Bare Grylls. I tell you what, I'm quite surprised how the last vlog we've done was at the Resorts World for Young Voices, and we're back here again. So we just parked the car just outside of Birmingham's Resorts World and Bare Grylls, which we are going to be walking over there now to do our activities. So whilst we walk our way over to the Bare Grylls Adventure, let's just have a quick reminder of the activities we will be doing in order. We will be starting with the rock climbing. Next up is the archery, and then we're ending with the high ropes. And we can just see them outside as we are almost at the entrance now. Well, looks like we have just turned up to Bare Grylls now. The high ropes can just be seen in front of us, and it looks quite high up if we go all the way up to the top level there. But we may as well get the tickets inside and then we will shortly get the activity started. And here we are inside of Bare Grylls Adventure, and since we still have another 20 minutes until our first activity begins, let's have a look at this amazing fish tank that Lowen and Alan went to do cage snorkeling last year for a 100 vlog special. Before we do our first activity, and we still got some time to spare, we decided to take on the assault course, and this is free of charge, so we can just get on here and run the course. Racing in teams, me and Marla will be going first, and then 30 seconds later, Lowen and Alan will follow behind. And moments later, Lowen and Alan are now following behind. And the assault course continues from there, going towards the end pole on the other side. I do gotta admit, I absolutely hate how we didn't bring drinks, and now I'm already out of breath. But in front of us now is what we're doing next. It's the rock climbing. We're going to do it now. These are the type of rock climbings that you don't normally expect to see compared to other clip and climbs or rock climbing centres. So we had a little warm up backstage to get used to this, and now we're going to do a bit of rock climbing in front of this crowd for the next half an hour. And I do got to admit, the climbing holds can be very slippery here, so I didn't even get over halfway up to the top. I was struggling a bit. I know we have been trying very hard. I know the climbing holds are very slippery, but look at Milo. He has found the perfect one for this, and he's reached the top. And then we moved on to some impossible rocks to climb up on, and these are the ones without the climbing hold, so things are going to get really difficult from here. I may as well admit this now, that you should be a proper mountain climber if you wish to climb to the top of these rocks without the climbing holds, although you do not want to fall, get stuck and end up chopping your arm after 127 hours. Seems too impossible, isn't it? Well, our time is running out for our first activity, so we'll shortly move on to what's next. Right, so we've just done our first hour activity doing the rock climbing. Those are some pretty difficult walls to climb up. I'm not used to doing those because because I haven't done it in a very long time, so I haven't only managed to get halfway up a couple of walls. But our next activity we're going to do now is archery. Let's see how we can do there. So you've now joined us inside of the archery range, and we did manage to get a couple of videos here inside, not as many, but here are a few videos of us taking some shots to the ball. And turns out Lowen might have never done archery in his life, so this might be his first time doing it. Well, there we have it. We've just done the archery. It's a shame we're only doing it for half hour. I would like to do a longer session. But now for our third and final activity of the day, we are going to be doing the high ropes outside. Really exciting, but it's going to be scary at the same time. Try not to panic. And just before we get to the high ropes, our final activity, we also came across the skydiving experience that Alan once came here to do. And we actually managed to get a little video of it. I didn't upload it on YouTube, but here is a little footage video of it happening that we might try out for next time we come back. And with that, we can now move on to our third and final activity of the day, high ropes. And you currently join us 20 minutes later on the third level of this high ropes, and we are just about to go up to the very top, where there's going to be a lot more difficult obstacles to get past. It's going to be a lot terrifying when you reach the very top level with these very hard obstacles in the way, but luckily we are very brave and we can handle this as we're only the last few people who's on top. Last man on the very top floor, and we can see the others going down the staircase, so I thought I'd come down as well. And I'm quite surprised how we're the only three that is on the high ropes now, since the place is now closing. Well, it turns out we're all coming back down to the bottom of the staircase now, as our time is running out, and that is all of our activities today at Bare Grylls completed. Well, it's been an absolute honour that we have finished our challenges today, doing archery, rock climbing and taking on the high ropes and going to the very top level. You brave. But since we are finished with all of that now, I am very cold and I'm very peckish. So two things. One, I'm rather hungry, so let's go get a chicken burger from Nando's. Yeah! And two, I need somewhere to get myself warm. So let's go inside the Salts World and get a Nando's. And before the food comes, let's see what the brothers like the most. Out loud.
All of it.
All of it. What do you like the most?
High ropes.
High ropes. And me? I quite like archery the most, because I just like shooting those targets at the bullseye. But let's get my chicken burger now, because I'm getting rather peckish. With some chips included. I thought we could have some chips as well because they're quite decent here at Nando's. But let's get ourselves tucked in and have some of our food, which is, of course, very delicious indeed. Quite enjoyed the chips and the chicken burger as well, with the extra spice in it. Well, there we have it. We just finished having our Nando's. It's getting a little bit darker now, so I think it's a good time for us to go home. We had a great time today at Bare Grylls, although we might have to return to do a few more activities that we haven't done yet, like shooting, swimming with sharks, and we also got the skydiving experience that we also have to try out eventually. So since we're done, we're going to wrap up today's video here by saying thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all did enjoy it, and if you want to see more content like this one, please ensure you do like and subscribe, and we'll see the majority of you lot in the next video. Until next time, bye guys!